Once upon a time, in a quiet village surrounded by lush green trees and a shimmering lake, lived a crow. Unlike other birds who chirped joyfully and basked in the sunlight, this crow was miserable. He was burdened by a deep sense of unhappiness and dissatisfaction. The reason? His black feathers. The crow often perched on tree branches, watching other colorful birds with envy. He felt that his black color was a curse. No one admired him, no one wanted him as a pet, and he was constantly shooed away. His days were spent scavenging for food in garbage bins, feeling like an outcast. One day, overwhelmed by sadness, the crow sat on a branch and began to cry. Tears rolled down his beak as he muttered, "Why did God make me a crow? Why am I so unfortunate?" As fate would have it, a wise monk was passing by. He noticed the crow's sorrow and felt compassion for the little bird. The monk gently approached and asked, "Why are you crying, dear crow? What troubles you so much?" The crow, wiping his tears, replied, "Look at me, monk. I'm black. No one likes black. People love colorful birds, not crows. Have you ever seen anyone keep a crow as a pet? No. Have you ever seen anyone feed a crow out of love? No. I spend my life rummaging through garbage. It's a wretched existence. I hate my life." The monk, listening patiently, asked, "If you could choose, what would you want to be?" Without hesitation, the crow said, "A swan. Swans are white, graceful, and elegant. People adore them. They are symbols of peace and purity. If I were a swan, my life would be perfect." The monk smiled and nodded. "I understand. But before I grant your wish, I want you to meet a swan. Go and talk to one, then come back to me." Curious and hopeful, the crow flew to a nearby lake where a majestic swan was gliding effortlessly across the water. Awestruck by the swan's beauty, the crow approached and said, "Oh, swan, you are so beautiful. Your white feathers shine like pearls. You must be the happiest bird in the world." The swan, hearing this, sighed deeply and responded, "Who told you that I'm happy?" The crow, surprised, asked, "Aren't you? You are admired by everyone." The swan replied, "People may admire my white color, but they also associate it with sadness and death. My beauty feels like a burden. I don't feel special. My life is not as perfect as you think." Disheartened, the crow returned to the monk with the swan. The swan then expressed his desire to become a parrot. "Parrots are vibrant and can talk. They bring joy to people," the swan explained. The monk once again suggested, "Go meet a parrot before you decide." Together, the crow and the swan ventured into the jungle. After searching for a while, they finally found a parrot perched on a tree branch, its green and red feathers glistening in the sunlight. The crow and swan marveled at the parrot. "You are so colorful and lucky. People love parrots. You can even talk." The parrot, however, shook its head and said, "I wish that were true. My green feathers blend with the trees. People often don't notice me. You had a hard time finding me, right? That's my problem. My colors, though beautiful, make me invisible in the jungle." Once again, the crow and swan returned to the monk, now joined by the parrot. The parrot expressed a desire to become a peacock. Peacocks are truly magnificent. Their feathers are a marvel, and when they dance, people are mesmerized. The monk agreed, but advised, "Meet a peacock first and see if that life is what you truly want." The group set off to find a peacock. When they finally did, they were stunned by its beauty. The peacock spread its feathers, creating a dazzling display of colors. People nearby gathered to take pictures and admire its dance. "You must be the happiest bird," they exclaimed. "Look at how people adore you." The peacock, however, shook its head sadly. "You think I'm lucky? My beauty is my curse. Hunters chase me for my feathers. Once caught, my feathers are plucked and sold. I live in constant fear. My life is far from happy." Shocked, the crow asked, "If even you are not happy, then who is the happiest bird?" The peacock looked at the crow and said, "You are." "Me? How can that be?" the crow asked incredulously. The peacock explained, "No one hunts you. No one desires your feathers. You live freely, without fear. You may not realize it, but your simple life is a blessing. Be grateful for what you have." At that moment, the crow had a revelation. He realized that happiness doesn't come from being someone else or having what others have. True happiness comes from appreciating what you already have and being content with your own life. Lesson: never compare yourself with others. You are unique, and your life is special in its own way. Embrace your individuality and be grateful for your blessings. Happiness lies within, not in becoming someone else. For more inspiring stories like this, make sure to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to share this video with your friends. See you in the next one. Bye-bye.